And to cut a long story short, by the end of the night, he was forever known as Dark Fart, finished Tom. Prep schools are unforgiving. You've made me glad I go to Lawndale, said Daria. I hate you for that. Hey, I go too. I envy Pat and his den of elitist psychological torture. And senior girls in skirts and tight blazers, added Pat. Recession meant my dad either made big cuts at the family business or we made big cuts at home. He went with the latter. My sis and I are doing 2 years here at Lawndale, then maybe fielding if the company keeps recovering. On the plus side, I met Jane. On the downside, I met him. Aw, well now I need a new punchline. From across the way there was a loud commotion. Daria sighed as the source of the disturbance became clear. The Maleficent 11 had turned up, scowling and aggressively wearing dark colors and chugging beer. Wonder how they got past Brittany at the door, asked Jane. It's Brittany. They showed her something shiny. You know Killer Quinn and her posse? Asked Tom. I'm related to her. I remember when she was Kick-Butt Quinn at age 6. She had the most adorable tiny mohawk. Pat Seven was staring at the loud gang with bemusement. They're a rather whimsical lot, aren't they? Oh no, it's those guys. Jeffy shot the gang a dark look. How'd they get in? What if they start playing emo? Yeah, I bet they all like emo, said Joey with fear. What is wrong with that Quinn anyway? She dresses like... He struggled for a word. Weird. Yeah, she's really weird. Totally weird. She's got piercings in her belly and everything. Weird. Don't you agree, Jamie? Jamie? Jamie had been staring at Quinn in silence for about a minute, but snapped out of it with a guilty look. Yeah, weird. As Daria got closer to Quinn, she could see she was really selling beer cans to Kevin and his jockmates. Ah, the free market. Note the position of the wild Quinn, slowly edging her pack towards the hi-fi system. Something is afoot, Watson. Andrew's got beer again. This could be ugly. Dave's there. It's already ugly. Well, I bet you never seen this happening at a fielding party, right, Pat? Tom noticed Pat had a dazed expression on his face. Ah, Pat, again? She's a vision of loveliness in black, he whispered. Daria looked out at the girls in black. Could you be more specific? Quinn. He tried out the name again, savoring it. Quinn. I'm going to go over there. That is a very bad idea. I'm going to talk to her. Just walk away. Pat Seven walked over to Quinn's gang, getting a hostile glare from everyone. Unperturbed, he said something to Quinn. Quinn spat in his face and shoved him backwards. Huh. She must be in a good mood, said Daria. Pat staggered back to the group, the love-struck expression still on his face. Oh, Pope, even her spit is as sweet as nectar. Man, you are desperate this month. Quinn was nearing the hi-fi. Daria glanced about, trying to ping any sources of potential trouble. She saw Kevin looking at his beer can with confusion and saying, I don't remember Budweiser tasting like this. Another glance showed a clear path to a rear exit. It was nice meeting you, Tom, but I'd advise you and Pat move far away from the hi-fi. When what goes down, you'll thank me. Yeah, I believe you. He shook her hand and headed off. He's pretty friendly. Yeah, he's all right for an evil ex, said Jane. Yeah, you blushed when he touched you. What? Psych! Jeffy and Joey were off double-checking the beer cans. That left Jamie free to brave the hostility of the gang and talk to Quinn. He was going to talk to Quinn. He was going to do it now. Hi, Quinn. She turned to look at him, all F-off vibes and contempt, and the words died on his lips. What do you want, Jesse? I'm Jamie, he said in a small voice. Who the fuck cares? Andrea, get rid of this bitch. Andrea got rid of him so fast he whacked his head on the sofa. He counted himself lucky, and his one thought beyond that was that he had to talk to her again. Quinn's at the hi-fi. She's getting a CD out. Ah, a mixtape. Her old game. She'll be turning up the volume soon. I live with Trent. I can stomach this just as well as you. I think the football players have worked out that the untrustworthy gang claiming to sell good things for a low price were lying. Ah, plan to get your sis out? Well, we'll let her have her fun first. Quinn's gang were forming up a defensive wall around her in the sound system. With lightning speed, Quinn ripped out the current CD and inserted her own, cranked the volume up to 11, and pressed play. "Change my pitch up! Smack my pitch up!" The sound face-punched everyone in 5-meter radius and caused glasses to shake. Even Quinn's own gang winced, though Quinn herself had already started dancing obscenely. Daria stood, disappointed. Omen was clearly the better Prodigy song. The party was already creaking under the noise when the CD started playing Pretty Vacant, or Vacant, as Johnny Rotten seemed to think it was, with Quinn and her posse singing along with every single Vacant. "Her room is next to mine," yelled Daria to Jane. "Pity me! I always pity you! Well, nobody seems willing to get closer to the noise, so Quinn's safe from reprisals. Job done. Let's eat chips." On the way to the food, Daria spotted Brittany and paused. Brittany looked upset, which Daria had to concede wasn't surprising since her party had been hijacked and beer and swearing was flying about. "Damn it, Conscience, you always strike at the worst times." Sighing, Daria advanced to the hi-fi. The volume was nothing she hadn't heard before 3 a.m., and took out her weapon of last resort, her own mixed CD. Quinn spotted her and tried to block her from taking action, but too late. Vivaldi's Spring cantered out of the radio, and Quinn's gang fled like vampires from sunlight. "Daria!" screamed Quinn, infuriated. "You totally wrecked my rebellion! God!" "Hey, the popular crowd don't listen to classical music, and neither does your gang. Therefore, by playing it, I'm being extra rebellious." "What? Just fuck off!" Quinn stormed away. Once the gang was dispersed, Daria took her CD and let the party return to normal, which, frankly, made her feel dirty inside. "Well, the two of you managed to even further alienate your classmates than you already had," said Jane as they left the party. "A successful night," said Daria. "You always ruin my fun," fumed Quinn. "Oh, come on. I saved your friends from getting beaten up by football players by claiming you were selling them Mountain Dew flavored beer that was even more alcoholic than regular. I still can't believe they fell for it either." "Andrea and Dave were looking forward to a punch-up, damn it! They've been talking about it all week." "You have classy friends." "Don't knock hers, Daria. You talked to Pat Seven willingly," said Jane. "Sociological experiment." "How are we getting home, anyway?" asked Quinn. At that very moment, a sleek and shiny car pulled up, containing the weak and slimy form of Upchuck. "You ladies in need of a knight in shining armor?" Daria thought for a second. "Can we play a CD on the way home?" "Sure thing, sweetheart. The sound system is top of the range, as with everything about me." Daria smiled at Quinn. "Never say I didn't do anything for you."